All right, we are a couple of minutes past the hour here, so I think we'll go ahead and begin. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today. My name is John MacMullen. I'm the Executive Director of the Midwest Big Data Innovation Hub, and I'm very excited to have you joining us today for part or all of our regional community meeting this year. This is broken down over 2 afternoons, today and tomorrow. And we have a wide variety of content and sessions that we are very excited about sharing with you and having you engage with. I will introduce our lead PI here in a moment, but just a couple of quick notes before we get started. We have set this up as a Zoom meeting rather than a webinar to encourage audience participation in these sessions. We would really like to have this be as engaging as possible. We know that folks are maybe a little burned out on Zoom calls, but this is a way to really get engaged with the activities of the hub. And so we want to make this as much of a two-way dialogue throughout the sessions as possible. And that's the way that we have structured each of these activities. I do ask that you keep your microphone muted when you're not participating, and you're welcome to post questions in the chat throughout any of the sessions. We also do encourage folks to discuss the sessions in the chat as well. That seems to work quite well in different meetings. And feel free to make connections amongst yourselves as well. That's part of the role of the hub. The link that you used just now to join this session will work for all of the main track sessions today and tomorrow. So you just need that one link. The only 2 exceptions for that are the 2 student sessions in track B this afternoon and tomorrow. So if you're a student and you're wanting to join the mentoring session or the student networking session, there is a separate link that you were sent to join both of those. Most of these sessions will be recorded and we'll make them available on our YouTube channel following the meeting. And most of our slide content will be available as well. If you have any questions or concerns during any of the sessions, just look for people in the participant list who have MBDH in their screen names. Feel free to DM any of us with any questions, concerns, problems. Happy to address those. So I'd like to turn it over to Cathy Blake, who is our lead PI, to give us a little bit of a welcome as well. Cathy, go ahead and take it away.
Great, thanks, John. Hi, my name's Cathy Blake. I'm the PI of the Midwest Big Data Hub at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. It's my great pleasure to extend my warmest welcome to all of you and for all of the PIs at our other partner institutions involved in the hub as we kick off this regional community meeting for 2021. We've got a nice mix of updates from existing projects that you might want to be engaged with, but this event is really about creating a space where you can meet folks that maybe you might not otherwise meet in your regular sort of academic circles. So for example, we've got a presentation this afternoon about funding agencies to spark some of those creative juices as you think about new ways that data science might be used to advance priorities in the Midwest. So John's going to tell you a little bit more about the background of the hub and some of the activities that we've found helpful in sort of bringing people together to address challenges in the Midwest. But just a reminder that this is a community organization, and I really want to extend an open invitation to anyone who's participating in any of these sessions to reach out to John or myself if you have thoughts on other activities that would help spark work on data science in the Midwest. Or if you are part of an organization that might make sense to partner with the hub, we'd love to hear from you. So I've put our contact details in the chat window, but yeah, just open door to reach out at any point in time, either during the meeting or afterwards as you reflect on what we've been talking about. So with that, hearty welcome. And John, tell us a little bit more about the background.
Great, thanks very much, Cathy. And this meeting is open to anyone within the region and really across the country as well. We'll have participants from the other NSF Big Data Innovation Hubs, tomorrow afternoon, and I see folks already on the line from other regions. And so really this is open to anyone, and we're glad to have your colleagues participate as well. So for those who are not that familiar with our organization, I'll give you a very quick background. We have a session starting in just a few moments about some of the projects that we are incubating through the hub activities. But before we start that, just wanted to give you a little bit of context about who we are and what we do. So we are part of a national network of 4 regional innovation hubs funded by NSF, really with the mandate to focus on community building, community coordination and outreach throughout our respective regions, focused on data challenges, focused on problems and opportunities in the data science world and other parts of research and development that involve data. If you're joining from another geographic region today outside the Midwest, we encourage you to reach out to the hub in your region to see what opportunities they have that might align with your interests. And again, we have a session tomorrow at 12 CT, 1 ET, with some of the folks from the other hubs to talk about the national level activities that we partner on and some of the other work that they do that might be of interest to you. So what are we trying to do with this organization? So we've been around for a few years at this point with goals, as I said, around building communities, trying to develop new activities that we can incubate. We'll hear about some of those in a few moments here. But we are really a convening kind of organization. So we're not a research project. We're not a data storage provider. We're really focused on that community building, capacity building within our regions, focused on data problems, as I said. And this is really a cross-sector activity as well. So we do have academic partners that you see on the bottom of the slide here, but also government agency partners, industry partners, and folks from nonprofits and civic organizations as well. We do have a portfolio of projects that we are incubating, and we'll hear about some of those momentarily here. But our focus areas are really on regional strengths and interests of the community here in the Midwest, and these differ across the 4 big data hubs. So you'll see some of the classic Midwest theme areas like digital agriculture and health. We also have some cross-cutting themes that really apply to all of those areas. So data science education, workforce development around data skills and data science work. And then the cyber infrastructure and the resources that support those kinds of activities. So those really cut across all of our theme areas and provide some glue to bring those together. We're at the point in this project now that we're looking for ways to really leverage the community development that has occurred within the priority areas and look across those and look at ways to really amplify and multiply those effects. So you'll hear about a number of our activities during the next 2 days here. Some of these have occurred very recently. We had a student community webinar just yesterday, and so there's lots of activities happening that really address a lot of different communities here. And so hopeful for those who are new to our activities that we'll be able to find some ways to get you engaged and partnered with existing work that we do. We're also very interested in hearing about your challenges and your opportunities where we could partner with you as well. I won't spend a lot of time going through the names and affiliations here, but this is a quite large multi-institutional project. And so we have partners across the region and across the country as well. And I encourage you to check out on our website who those folks are, and maybe they're at your institution and you could reach out to them. We do have a external advisory panel as well. Those folks provide us a lot of input on the trends that they're seeing in the larger data science world, different challenges and opportunities that we may address. And so we are always looking for more folks to help us understand that landscape and that environment. And so would encourage you and your colleagues to consider participating in those activities as well. For the program that we'll talk about momentarily here, we also do have a committee that administers the program in terms of the funding that we provide. And so it's great that we have that external group independently focused on exploring the opportunities that are provided to us.